the Lakers survive.
The Angs did it. The Lakers took a commanding 3-0 lead, going for a sweep against the Houston Rockets. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that without Luka and without AR, the Lakers will be leading the Rockets even without Kevin Durant 3-0. Wow. The predictions of ESPN analysts were 15 out of 16. Pick the Rockets to win the series is resurfacing. Shout out Mark Spears, but even him must still be shocked because he picked the Lakers to win in 6. But this series might be over the next game. And LeBron James, what more can I say, man? What more can I say? I was messaging my bro during the game, and when LeBron threw up a quick three down 6 and missed, I messaged him GG's because it's over. The Rockets will win this, but we're still up in the series, so it's all good. Let's win game 4 and finish it at home. But 5 seconds after that, Jabari Smith threw an unsolicited pass to Amen to try and advance it. And who do you think caught it? Who do you think? Marcus freaking Smart. Not even 5 seconds ago, I was messaging my mate, and all of a sudden, Smart stole the ball and was fouled on a 3-point shot. Absolute madness. And he sank all three free throws. Next possession, the Rockets advanced it to their half and inbounded the ball in the backcourt to Reed. LeBron was switched onto him, and for a moment I thought he lost LeBron, but Rui went up and tried to double team on Reed. LeBron was able to catch up and poke the ball from behind, and from behind him straight to the hands of, guess who again? Straight to the hands of Marcus Smart. LeBron poked it from behind straight to the hands of Marcus Smart. Smart threw it back to LeBron on a fast break, but Şengün tracked back fast, and LeBron almost fumbled it a bit, but he was able to tap it to Luke Kennard. Luke gave it back to LeBron, and I thought he should have shot it at the moment, but he pump fake it like the OG he is, shot it over Şengün, and bang! Tie game! They say he ain't clutch. They say he doesn't have the dog in him. They build a narrative on him just because he chooses to always make the right read. LeBron James, man, what a player. The Rockets went with Şengün, but with the defense of Jackson Hayes, he decided off the backboard LeBron with a chance at the end but couldn't bury it. Anyways, we all see the 41 years in LeBron today, and there was a possession late in the fourth when he was asking for a foul and was literally walking back on defense. I guess he got tired after that alley from Smart. But Şengün was able to capitalize on that. He knew LeBron was supposed to mark him uh, because Jackson Hayes marked Amen on doing in transition, and Şengün was the last in the backcourt, and LeBron is supposed to be his man. The Rockets went up 4 during that time. After the Lakers called the timeout, LeBron threw again a casual pass to Luke Kennard, but I think Luke wasn't ready, and maybe he was supposed to catch the ball from the 3-point line, not inside the 3-point line but outside. But then again, Şengün anticipated it and stole it and made it a 6-point game after that fast break. And funny thing, I saw a graphic post match where I think they asked an AI to calculate the percentage of a team to win if this and that is the scenario. They put off the game 3 situation with 34 seconds left to go, up 6, and with possession, the percentage to win was 99.9%, dead as 99.9%. The Rockets should have won. Maybe LeBron saw all the 5 billion possibilities, and the only way for the Lakers to win this game was for him to not get back on that defense and turn the ball over so they can go into overtime and win the game. The Lakers went into just one overtime in the regular season, and it was the game against the Nuggets, where it's crazy enough in itself. And now you're telling me that their second overtime game this season is crazier than that. All our overtime game overtime games would be this crazy. This isn't good for the heart at all. Let's wrap this series up next game smoothly, shall we? Like a debriefing to this hell of a game. Just insanity. Again, the Rockets' youth and a lack of point guard was very visible today. Jeff Green had some burn, but he's not a player that can control the tempo of a game. If they had some veterans in their team or a very seasoned point guard, this remontada wouldn't have had happened. But the Lakers fought until the last second and capitalized on every Rockets mistake today. This still may be an immature take, but I can see them having a Pacers playoff type of run, especially when Luka and AR comes back. Fourth seed as well was able to come back in difficult situations and steal games. If they can close this out on game 4 and steal games like this against whoever in the second round, probably OKC, they might reach the finals this year. But who knows? Enough of those future talks. Let's talk about the first half. KD was out today with his injury. Some people already calling him a traitor for giving up on his team again. And Rui went absolute bonkers in the first few minutes he came to play in the first quarter. He must have felt he was Kevin Durant. There was a play where DA was rolling, and I get that he might want to get going too, so he took a good look, but Rui was wide open in that right corner, and he missed his shot. So after the dead ball, LeBron took the time told him to swing the rock because Rui was hot and he would certainly sink that open shot if DA swung it to the corner. Jackson Hayes also brought that energy, scoring consecutive buckets and diving to the floor for that loose ball, leading to a Rui 3. The Lakers went on a run after that. He came into the game, ending that run with a alley-oop from Luke Kennard. And Bronny James, first bucket in the playoffs, burying that three, outscoring the entire Rockets bench, burying the three from LeBron, Reed going under, and an alley oop from fast break from his father. The next play, James to James, the James family living the dream, man. What a game by Bronny. The Rockets are still getting their offensive rebounds this game, but the game was in the Lakers' favor all throughout. But Rui went cold in the second half after that scorching first half, and DA can't defend Shingun. That's why Jax was the one playing in those important fourth quarter minutes. Uh, those those we have two things we are doing a good job in this series. One, we're defending the paint, and number two, we're not turning the ball over. We weren't doing that in the third quarter. We were turning the ball over, and Shengun was locking in and had some shots fall inside. But what an amazing play by JJ Redick in that last play. Even though LeBron couldn't bury it, that last second game, that last possession in the fourth quarter. Nick Smith was even in the game. I don't know why too, but LeBron somehow finds himself with some space. Just couldn't sink that three, but nevertheless, that was a very clever play from JJ. He always has good plays when it comes to late game situations. Going into overtime, it could go either way. The Rockets just couldn't buy a basket, and the Lakers, with their hustle, getting second chance opportunities from the efforts of Rui and a winning place by Marcus Smart. He was all over the place again in that overtime, getting offensive rebounds, making plays. His fingerprints again in clutch situations was all over, and it also felt that the Lakers were just the more experienced team in that overtime. And yeah, we get the dub. Pull out your broom sleds. Sweep might be coming. But personally, I think the Rockets might still win game 4. I mean, there's nothing to lose for them and they're playing at home. So they may go out there guns blazing and knowing the Lakers, they can be a bit lax in this kind of situations. So they could be down big in the first half and stage a fake comeback with Ronnie leading them. A man can only dream, man. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Uh, But let me know your thoughts down the comment section below the way the Lakers are playing right now. I can see it happening, but Luke Kennard might have a bad shooting night like today. He missed a lot of huge opportunities late in the fourth, and Braun might be a little bit tired from this game, this overtime game. But KJ is a great coach. I think he won't let them relax even for a bit. I hope DA can put some good numbers in this next game because he is very vital in this playoff run. Him and Rui are my X factors for the next game if they're able to slow down the Rockets inside while giving production at the other end. This is Gigi's man. If the Rockets get game 4, will we see another Boston Miami type of series where this can go to 7, especially if Kevin Durant plays again? I don't know, man. But it's not entirely impossible. But I think this is wrap, guys. Hope the Suns can scare the Thunder a bit. Anyways, thank you, Jabari Smith Jr. for that play. Thank you, Jabari Smith. And that's it. That's all. Caleb Biolismo.